Okay, and trying one more time to record this. Yeah, I'll delete a character. If you can't tell by that scream, I love to name my characters John DarkSouls because I think it's funny, and believe it or not, it is the canon name. And don't look that up because why would I lie to you? Anyway, welcome to the first video of the channel where I've already lied to you. I always choose to play as Deprived, but let's go with our other things at first. That being said, I played other classes before, but Deprived is my favorite. If you want to look at any of those, just pause it. Deprived is the most middle of the road, by the way. It literally can be good at anything, has the best overall stats in the game. We're gonna go with Master's Key. I'm not gonna use it to skip any bosses, but I am gonna use it to get to certain parts earlier, to get better items, and then go on with that. I love how it has lore about the hair. That's pretty cool. It's a lot of detail. Anyway. Oh, physique. Average. Here's my third time today watching the cutscene. Bye.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright, so, as a deprived, so, the counterpart to having great stats means that we don't start off with any armor, unlike the other classes. Now, all other classes start off with a broken sword as well, but they kind of you'll get your own weapon in a couple of minutes. So, that's kind of a thing that all classes have at first. Also, my other two attempts at trying to record this that I didn't make it to the 15-minute mark. Not sure if the video is going to automatically end at 15 minutes. I've been told the PS4 used to do that. I couldn't find much in the PS5, and I couldn't find a setting for that. So, we'll see. If it ends there, thanks for watching, but we have about 7.5 minutes. By the way, because I've done this, oh crap. So I've done this 3 times. That has gotten faster each time. Last time I said that at 8 minutes. The time before that it was at, the last time I said that I had 7 minutes left. The last time I had 6 minutes. This time I did it at 7.5. That's the bonfire. Later on, that'll be where, I guess we can still heal at it. We didn't take damage there. We can go through the hill. Restore magic if we do that, although I'm not going to go with the magic route. Save, level up, become human. But right now, what we really do is heal there. And we can't fight that yet. Well, I think technically we could kill it, but, like, not worth trying right now. So I'm gonna kill every boss in the game, and possibly every mini-boss as well. Most of the mini-bosses are kind of roadblocks, though. I mean, I guess that's how I would describe them. I don't care about getting everything. Also, we got a shield now. But I do think that is the only part of the game I care about 100%ing. Like, I think... Like, I care about 100%ing the bosses. I don't want to get every ring or everything. But I will get all the ones I know of. I'm just not going to obsess over it. The club does more damage, by the way. So I'd clarify that. And now with our shield, we can block and we can parry. We'll get to the parrying in a second. There's nothing over here. I keep forgetting that. Feels like there should be something over there. There is actually. We can't get to it yet. We'll get to it a later part of the game. Okay, gonna go here. That crashed through there, but might as well go and lock this. What I just... Oh, because I don't have any items. I clicked the wrong button. Okay. Here's the bonfire again.
Oh, you.
I've heard you talk 2 other times today.
No.
Getting real tired of you, friend.
Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Sure.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. Oh,
Didn't mean to skip your dialogue, bud.
Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell, and thank you.
Oh, skipped it again by accident. Okay, so we could choose to just finish him off there, but I'm going to be a good guy and just spare him. By the way, I know the game explained a lot in the cutscene, but this game really is confusing, both story-wise and sometimes even gameplay-wise. So, never be afraid to ask me a comment, to leave me a comment asking for an explanation of anything. But to be fair, the game does purposely leave things up to the imagination. So you'll get my interpretation of things at the very least. I'm gonna try pairing this guy to show you how it works. See, I'm paired with my shield, and then boom. Didn't matter much because he was at the end of his health anyway, but it would have been a one-shot. Now I can backstab this guy for a one-shot. Backstabs don't do as much as pairing, because pairing takes a little bit more skill. Even though I don't need something to get this guy. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I love answering questions and helping people out. In fact, I'm actually currently studying to be a middle school teacher. Specifically a middle school special ed teacher. So I love answering questions and helping others understand things. Especially when it comes to video games that I love. And this is my favorite game of all time, even though I think Zelda is probably my favorite series. That being said, I'm going to play Dark Souls, then Dark Souls 2, then Dark Souls 3, then Bloodborne, and then Demon Souls and Sekiro. I know that's not the right order, technically. Some of those games should come in different order, but that's the order I originally played them in, so that's the order I like to replay them in. And just so we're clear, Dark Souls 1 is actually my favorite, so even though I think all the games are good, kind of downhill from there. I would say Dark Souls 2 is my least favorite, so... But I still love it. Not as much. It's like my child that I only kind of like. That was dark. Oh my... Let me finish him. There we go. Wasn't landing that final hit. First boss down. And we got some humanity there, as you'll see, but we're not gonna use that yet. Humanity is a resource that we don't have very much of, so we're gonna use it when we need to. That being said, we will look significantly less ugly when we use it. These are items over here. Alright, there we go. Where are my birds? Oh, there they are. We don't have much use for this yet, but there's some baby birds here. They're not talking to us. I forgot they only talk on our second trip back here. We will be revisiting the Undead Asylum at a different point. We are not tough enough to face what we're gonna eventually face there, and we don't really have the ability to yet. And there's no need to yet.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Alright, well, we're about to end at the 15-minute mark, so let's see if it actually ends right there. I'll just go ahead and start leveling up while we do that. I'm gonna put... Oh, it does go past the 15-minute mark. Okay, cool. Well, we're still gonna end the video here. Talk to you guys later, and goodbye. Oh, There we go.